Election day has finally arrived here in the United States, and the weather outlook, particularly in some swing states like here in Wisconsin and Michigan, is questionable, and how that will impact turnout remains to be seen. But today is the final opportunity for Americans to cast their ballot. The small town of Dixville Notch in the eastern state of New Hampshire opened its polling location just after midnight, with Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump splitting the first 6 votes cast in the U.S. evenly between them. The outcome in Dixville Notch aligns with opinion polling in the final days of the campaign, showing a close race all the way to the finish for both presidential candidates. Whoever wins the presidency could come down to the outcome in just a few states, including Pennsylvania, where Harris visited supporters in Philadelphia to make her closing remarks of the campaign.
So America, it comes down to this. One more day, just one more day in the most consequential election of our lifetime, and the momentum is on our side.
Donald Trump visited supporters in the city of Grand Rapids in the swing state of Michigan in the final rally of his campaign to return to the White House.
So this is my last rally. Can you believe it? The rallies, these big, beautiful rallies, there's never been anything like it, and there never will be anything like it. And it just happened. It caught on.
Tens of millions of Americans cast their ballots ahead of Election Day. In some states, voters submitted their ballots by mail, while others visited in-person early voting sites.
Elections in the United States are extremely secure. Most conspiracy theories about elections have no basis in truth.
Michael Wagner, a political scientist at the University of Wisconsin, says turnout in swing states like Wisconsin is key for both presidential campaigns. He notes the outcome in previous elections in some states separated candidates by just thousands of votes out of millions cast, and underscores the political polarization in the country.
The closeness of the election shows us how far we've fallen in terms of our civic culture. It used to be that Americans could get along even when they disagreed politically, and now in Wisconsin we see more than 60% of people saying they've stopped talking politics with somebody because they disagree, and 1 in 5 of us just saying I've cut somebody out of my life altogether because they have politics with which I disagree. And so that's an example of a civic fracture that we really haven't seen in several generations.
Threats against election workers amid disinformation campaigns questioning election integrity have prompted an increase in security at polling sites across the country, as Americans make their decision in what both presidential candidates have framed as the most consequential election in U.S. history. Kane, Farabaugh, VOA News, Madison, Wisconsin.